Hey guys, Lancer from the MTG Lance channel doing another BrainStorm video. This is episode 2, guys. And today we were talking about Ajani, Color of the Pride. What I think about this card, also, we're just going to start with. It's called Ajani, Color of the Pride. It is a Planeswalker, and Planeswalker is Ajani. Mana cost is 3, 1 white, 2 any. Its +1 loyalty counter is put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. -3, target creature gets flying and double strike until end of turn. -8, put X 2/2 white cat creature tokens on the battlefield where X is your life total. Starts at a counter loyalty of 4. It came from the 2003 Magic expansion set. It's a mythic rare, and it was also reprinted in 20 M14s. Its card number is 1, which is kind of interesting. And artist is D. Alexander Gregory. It has a 3.915 out of 5 stars, and it is currently legal in all formats. So now, me talking about this card. It really hasn't seen a ton of play. I think the reason is because it can become a 3 that's at 5 loyalty on turn 3, and I think that's really powerful. The reason why I think, though, it doesn't get a lot of plays because how much removals in the set and how much it stops. It doesn't really stop anything your opponent does. Let me get for an example. Let's help about Elizabeth. It puts 3 1/1s on the battlefield, meaning it creates blockers. It creates things that protect itself. Now another thing, we're going to talk about Jace now. It gets -1/-0 to everything when your opponents attack. So their damages and their attacking gets a bit weird. Now let's talk about Kiora. It fogs something. Now, Ajani just doesn't take care of your opponent's stuff. It only boosts up your stuff. And yes, think about it. Turn 2, you have a, Precinct Captain, I think it is. It's a 2/2 for 2. You put a 1/1 counter on it. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's a 3/3 now. The 1/1 counter is kind of weak because the fact is, you build a whole bunch of counters on one creature. Okay, you have that creature now that's really big. It's under 3 mana cost or up to K. Here's Downfall. The Detention Sphere. There's just so much removal. The 1/1 counter is kind of weak in the format. The thing though, what was I gonna say? The wording of the +1 counter, though, is delicately done because you can still +1 it without a creature being on the battlefield. And you may say, how does that work? That doesn't make sense. But it says on up to 1 target creature, not on to 1 target creature. It says up to. So you can do 0 or up to 1. So you don't have to put a 1/1 counter or anything. You just can +1 it and put it to 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. It takes like 4 turns to ultimate this thing. But the thing is a 3 on automatically 5, so if they do have a 3-drop burn, they aren't going to do it with that very easily. And if they have a 4-turn burn, I think Fated Conflagration can do it. If it's 5, and if it's only 4, then this thing gets out of the range of that, I believe. I think it's -3 is one of its more powerful abilities besides its ultimate. And target creature gets flying and double strike. Imagine putting that on a Brimaz or any big mono white creature like Precinct. I want to say it's Precinct Captain. Let me search that up real quick just so I make sure. Yeah, so Precinct Captain, you can play it turn 2, turn 3, give it double strike, so it hits for 4, and then you put a 1/1. You'd think you might put 2, but it's whenever it deals combat damage. So combat damage as a whole is one thing, not whenever it deals damage. It's a bit confusing. I could be wrong. I could create more than one. I actually have that soldier token like right next to me. It's that one chick. Yeah, it's a 1/1. I have that token right next to me, actually. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't realize this. If you look at the token, it shows her, and then to her back is Precinct Captain, who's looking at a crowd of people. That's awesome. Just noticed this. This is really cool. This is really well done. So you can put like the cards right next to each other and show like both views. That's really cool. You really can't see it, but if you look up the token of this card, that's what it looks like. But I think this Johnny Call of the Pride giving like a Brimaz double strike and flying with vigilance is like so strong, doing 6 damage. And now you just have a 3/4 blocker. Plus you have that 1/1 creature that doesn't have flying double strike, which stinks. But still, you get in for 6 damage, possibly 7, and then it's just so strong. Now it's put X to 2 white creatures tokens on a battlefield where X is your life total. I think this is really strong in no, not legacy. I almost said legacy. Commander, because think about it. You -8 this somehow. Guess what? If you still have 40 life, you have 42 twos. I mean, there's a lot of board wipes and stuff like that to deal with it, but that's a lot of scary threats on the board. Um, a deck that I think this could be really well in is White Weenie or Mono White Devotion, because right now there's a lot of good just mono white cards. There's a good 1-drop. Precinct Captain is another 2-drop. Another 2-drop's the one that makes it better. Tap 3 drops. There's a ton of them. Fiend Slain Paladin, Ajani Call of the Pride, the Spear, and I just forgot one. Brimaz. I think I didn't mention Brimaz. I don't think. Fiend Slayer, yeah. There's all that stuff. So White Weenie, I definitely could see being a thing with Elspeth being like way up there for the late game. Maybe some 4-drops, find some of those. But I think it could be really strong as a format and whole with a mono white build. And those things can get insane if not dealt with really quickly. They're not one of the strongest cards ever, but I mean, that's the only place I think it has really a home at is maybe a cat tribal deck. Could be really fun with like cat decks with Brimaz is going to be in it. But mono white weenie would be really good with Brimaz giving a double strike, doing all shenanigan things. But I've seen a few mono white builds that just the ones I've played are extremely terrible. Like it's just it's hard to say, but the deck hasn't been built the way it should. I think. White Weenie's supposed to be quick. A lot of little guys that become huge off of something. Putting 1/1 counters. Having the spear, which I think is legendary enchantment. If it's not, oh my gosh, it gets crazy quick. But you're supposed to create all these little guys that can get beefed and get in for a lot of damage with numbers. And the ones I was seeing was just not doing the job, and I was able to stall out with my Bant Hexproof deck, not Bant's Hexproof, Bant Heroic deck that I built, which was absolutely a terrible. I mean, it was good and all until they brought in stuff like, I don't know, board removal, which then, like, Erupt K, oh, your enchantment's goodbye. What else? Devour Flesh just killed it. And they weren't playing Brimaz either, right? I remember going against a guy and he goes, okay, I have like a 6/6 trample lifelink, and he had Brimaz, and I was like, okay, he either blocks and I trade with 2 creatures and I don't even have to trade, I just block. He just blocks and I'm good with this and I still get through. So he goes, okay, I don't understand why you're doing this, but I'll block with Brimaz. My 1/1 is created, 1/1 takes all the damage, Brimaz lives. I'm like, wait, what? Whenever someone attacks or he's like, whenever I attack or you attack, I create a 1/1 and I block with the 1/1. And I'm like, dude, you have to block with Brimaz. He's like, well, then I'm not doing that. I'm like, god dang it, dude, read the card. He has to block with Brimaz for the 1/1 to be created. And it was just getting annoying, and I eventually got an Elizabeth out, played it, got a whole bunch of 1/1s, and we were just like trading 1/1s and stuff. Eventually got another one in hand. I ultimated it, and he didn't understand why, because I only had 3 1/1s, and he knew I had like 80 life at this point, guys. We were stalling out and running out of time, and I just was like, okay, I'll get rid of this one, play my other Elizabeth, +1 it, and well, no, actually I -4'd it and wiped everyone's board because all his creatures are getting huge and all mine were, except my 1/1s. So I just board wiped, swing for what was it, 3, 6, 9, ended the game there. So I think the only time this is good is in White Weenie. It's a powerful card, and the only fact I say that is because if you look right here, +1 on 4, it goes to 5 immediately. Deals with so many things right away, and it's already hard to kill right there. The -3 is, I think, the most powerful effect besides its ultimate, which the ultimate I don't think it will ever happen. But minusing 3, a really scary dude, creates some serious problems. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Brainstorm episode 2 with Johnny Call of the Pride. Peace.